Look at it, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. For millennia, it has dared us to unravel its secrets. We are told a simple story. It was built around 2560 BC as a grand tomb for the Pharaoh Khufu. But what if that story is a lie? What if the very face we associate with this monument, Khufu, had nothing to do with its creation? What if the truth has been buried, not in sand, but in a narrative crafted by the victors of history? Today, we dive into the heart of one of archaeology's greatest controversies. Was the pharaoh really its architect? Scene 1, the official story and its cracks. Let's start with the textbook version. Mainstream Egyptology points to compelling evidence. In the pyramid's uppermost chambers, we find quarry marks, cartouches, bearing the name of Khufu. The Greek historian Herodotus, visiting centuries later, recorded the local tradition that Khufu was the builder. The logic seems solid, the mightiest pyramid for the mightiest pharaoh of the Old Kingdom. But cracks appear when we look closer. First, the missing body. Despite its lavish, granite-lined king's chamber, not a single royal mummy, fragment of bone, or shred of identifiable burial regalia has ever been found inside the Great Pyramid. Not even a scrap. For a tomb, it's eerily, profoundly empty. Second, the silent tomb. In every other pharaonic tomb, the walls are alive, covered in spells from the pyramid texts, later the Book of the Dead, designed to guide the king to the afterlife. The walls of the Great Pyramid's chambers are stark, bare, polished granite, not a single religious inscription, just silence. Third, the technological leap. The pyramid represents not an evolution, but a sudden, staggering revolution. The earlier pyramids, like the step pyramid or the bent pyramid, show a clear learning curve. Then, out of nowhere, the Great Pyramid appears, near perfect alignment to true north, flawlessly level base, and masonry fitted with laser-like precision. Then, just as suddenly, the pyramids that follow are smaller and less precise. It's as if the knowledge was lost. Scene 2, the conspiracy theories, a lost foundation. And this is where the conspiracy theories take root. If Khufu didn't create it, what did he do? One compelling theory suggests he merely rediscovered and renovated it. Proponents point to the Great Sphinx. Some geologists, like Dr. Robert Schoch, argue its erosion patterns suggest water weathering from prolonged, heavy rainfall. The last time the Giza Plateau saw that kind of rain was not 4,500 years ago, but over 8,000 years ago. In the Neolithic subpluvial, could the Sphinx, and perhaps the core structure of the Great Pyramid, be millennia older? Imagine it, a magnificent, ancient monument, already thousands of years old when the first pharaohs unified Egypt, a relic from a lost civilization, perhaps even the source of the Atlantis myth. Then along comes Khufu. He finds this weathered, but indestructible, structure. He clears the sand, repairs the casing stones, and inside, in a hidden relieving chamber, he leaves his mark, not as builder, but as restorer. He claims it for his own, and history is rewritten. Scene 3, the evidence of precision, beyond Bronze Age tools. But the most haunting argument isn't about age, it's about ability. Could Bronze Age Egyptians, with copper chisels and stone hammers, have achieved this? Look at the precision. The base is level to within less than an inch across 13 acres. The sides are aligned to the cardinal points with an error of just a fraction of a degree. The limestone casing stones, now mostly gone, were fitted together with joints so tight you can't slide a credit card between them. We're told armies of workers hauled to 0.5-ton blocks up ramps, but the granite beams in the king's chamber weigh 60 to 80 tons each. They were quarried from Aswan, over 500 miles away, lifted to a height of 150 feet, and placed with immaculate accuracy. The logistics are mind-boggling even with modern cranes. This leads to the most controversial theory of all, the use of lost or advanced technology. Were the builders using a form of sound or vibrational levitation, as some fringe scholars suggest? Did they possess a knowledge of geopolymer chemistry, creating artificial stone on site? Or were they applying a sophisticated understanding of mathematics and astronomy encoded into the structures? Varied dimensions, The ratios of the Great Pyramid seem to mirror the proportions of the Earth itself. Scene 4. The verdict of history and the open question. Mainstream Egyptology, of course, rejects these notions. They argue the quarry marks are definitive. They point to the workers' settlements found at Giza, the quarries, the copper tools. They see the pyramid as the pinnacle of a concentrated, state-level society capable of incredible organization over decades. The absence of a mummy, tomb robbers, millennia ago. The lack of inscriptions, simply because the pyramid text's tradition hadn't started yet. The evidence for an older sphinx is hotly debated, with many geologists attributing the erosion to wind and sand. The lost civilization theory, they say, is not just speculative, it's disrespectful, robbing the ancient Egyptians of their most spectacular achievement. So where does that leave us? With a choice between two narratives. One, a story of human ingenuity, a pharaoh's will, and the sweat of 20,000 men over 20 years. The other, a ghost in the geological record, a cataclysm that reset history, and a truth so profound it was co-opted by the kings who found it. Conclusion. The Great Pyramid does not give up its secrets easily. Perhaps Khufu was the architect, a genius on a scale we can barely comprehend. Or perhaps he was merely the inheritor, stamping his name on a legacy from deep time. The conspiracy persists because the monument itself demands it. Its scale defies belief, its precision defies its era, and its silence defies explanation. What do you believe? Was it the tomb of a god king or the marker of a forgotten world? The stones hold the answer. We just haven't learned how to ask the right question. Drop your theory in the comments below. Was it Khufu or a lost civilization? And if you want to uncover more of history's greatest mysteries, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for Twilight Telling channel. The past is waiting to be rewritten. Thank you for watching.